The veil is thin and the energy is clear, and I'm here to bring you the month's affair. Hi, my name is Sandy, and I'm here to give you the word for September 2025. You may ask, why should I listen to you, Sandy? Well, here are my credentials. I have a 4.9 star across all platforms I'm signed up to for spiritual advisory and consultancy. So that shows you how accurate I am. With that being said, I want you to realize that this word is for a collective, so a bunch of energies all mixed in together. So please take what resonates. Okay, if I am looking here in the screen, I am looking at my laptop to read the things that I have written down. All right, let's go. I really love the month September 2025 for us because I feel like this is the month that the collective needed. We've kind of had a very interesting 2025, very interesting couple of months, and I feel like a lot of people, because they were on shaky grounds and shaky foundations, they kind of fell off the wagon. So this is the month that the heavens and the energies are more aligned to give us a chance to restart and give us a chance to become what we're meant to be and become what was told that we would be in 2025, or how we felt we would be in 2025. This is the month for that. And that's why the theme of this month is, give me a second, let me just look at it. It is deliberation and becoming. And you might say, okay, Sandy, why deliberation? Everybody loves the becoming, but why the deliberation? Well, this is the month that you are going to, and you should think long and carefully of what you want to become, what you want to portray in this new season, in this new atmosphere, in this new state that you are in. What would you like to prove to yourself? What kind of discipline you'd like to grow, basically. This is not the time to do things very fast and impatient and honestly with a desperate energy, because if you do it that way, you most likely will make a mistake, right? So this is more of the time that you got to think long and carefully about what you're putting down and have more slow and careful moments as opposed to not. The energy is going to feel this way as well. The energy is going to feel very forgiving. It's going to feel very patient with you and as if it wants to teach you something. All right. One of the biggest plans of heaven in the from heaven, biggest plans from heaven in this month for us is to send a lot of angelic support more than usual. I wrote here, I said, the plans of heaven is to release a lot of angels to support our intricate details in our life. And it's like the angels that are going to be dispatched, it's not just for general big things like, oh, I want this to be healed and I want to pass my exams. It's not just that vague, it's more for really detailed, intricate things, very specific things, and even the parts of your life that you feel like you've forgotten or you feel doesn't matter will matter this month, and you will have help in that. And not only will you have help in that area, it will also be pointed out to you as well. A lot of what these angels are going to do in this month is bring to remembrance who you really are at your source. And that's why you'll be feeling like, oh, why do I like to pain again? Why do I have the urge to want to pain again? You know, you will be reminded a lot, especially spiritually, through any sort of spiritual means, where you are coming from, um, who you are, and it will be literal and non-literal. What I mean by non-literal is we all come from a space of pure light. We're all created with pure light and and good intentions, and from good intentions. So it's going to bring you back to that space mentally of who you are in the spirit realm, but also who you are in the physical realm. So some of you might want to entertain your the culture of your ancestors, who you really are. If you see yourself being pushed to do that in this month, don't be shocked at it, as it's a part of all the plan of the grand plan of things. Expect your essence to be clearer in this month than other months. And also expect that a lot of mental load is going to be removed from you. Your mental space will feel a lot calmer in this month, and you would have a lot of physical and emotional load being removed as well from you. Now, if you feel like something is pushing you to declutter or rearrange things or move around things in your life, do not just dismiss it. This is definitely spirit telling you this has to be done, because from what I'm seeing, if you do follow this path in this month, a lot of things will be like depleted in your life that is causing a block, the ones you know and don't know about. And this is going to allow blessings in, and this is going to allow clarity in, and more. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead to see some things that we can expect in our love life. I know this is a popular category. So some things you can expect in the grand scheme of things concerning love is forgiveness. So, when I saw the umbrella of forgiveness, what really struck out to me was that I saw a lot of people being kinder to their partners. A lot of people also forgiving people they didn't get closure from, and they're like, you know what, I forgive them. Doesn't mean I'll tolerate them treating me bad, but I forgive them for my sake as well, right? I saw a lot of people reuniting, actually, because in this kind of forgiveness atmosphere, that tends to happen a lot. Now, under a forgiveness atmosphere, there's something a little bit con- contradictory that happens, but it's something that sometimes is needed depending on the case, and that is a separation. So, actually, sometimes when we are in crazy relationships and we end up forgiving ourselves for allowing ourselves to tolerate crap, then we end up actually choosing to leave. And that's what I saw some people doing. But it's choosing to leave in a state of forgiveness for yourself, in a state of clarity and good self esteem, and taking control over your life. Okay? The last two energies I saw was quality time and a euphoric energy. What do I mean by that? A lot of people are going to begin to find quality time together in this kind of chaotic world, fast paced world that we live in. It's really difficult to find time to be with your partner or even find the time to date, to be honest, for the single ones. So I feel like this month will give you the opportunity and the time to date, okay? And to also spend time with your partner and build or rebuild whatever is needed to be built. I did see a lot of angels getting dispatched concerning love life this month, so put your angels to good use. The final one is euphoric, right? And what I saw by this is a lot of people are going to be able to manage their euphoric tendencies with love. What do I mean by that? Um, I did see that a lot of people during this time, because we are kind of in like an epidemic of loneliness. I see it all the time in my real life and in the online life. And what's happening is that a lot of people this month are gonna like snap out of it and be like, holy crap, I was ruminating over this person. I was in some sort of trance. This was just lust, or this person's not meant for me. Maybe he's just like a pretty boy, or maybe she's a pretty girl. It's just coming to that realization and snapping out of the euphoric feelings and really making the best decisions from a clearer headspace. And then I guess I would say that, except you making um decisions with a clear headspace, sometimes when we feeling euphoric, it's a beautiful thing. It's something I feel like every human should experience once. Is it meant to be experienced for a long amount of time? No. no emotion is really. So what I'm feeling and what I would say is that those people who um will snap out of it will also be able to regulate themselves, and those who haven't felt it will be given the opportunity to feel it. And those who feel like it's making them make the wrong decisions or choose the wrong path will be able to calm it down in order to do what they desire. So there's just gonna be a perfect balance of euphoria just floating around. And if you are tapped in spiritually and your spiritual ears, eyes are open, then you'll be able to know how you should use it and know what to do with this energy. Okay? Now, this is the final category that everybody loves to know. Some things to expect in your career and money life. All right, so I saw that the biggest thing in this aspect in career and money is creativity. You're going to see that a lot of people become quite creative in how they look for jobs. It's not going to be the same old anymore. A lot of people are going to be creative in how they budget, how they spend, how they're paying off their debt. Nobody just has like a you're going to see a lot of people don't just have one straight stream of income or one way to do certain things, basically. Someone could be working at the Fortune 500 and be like, oh, I have like $1 million to pay back. Let me DoorDash after I work from Google, get out from work for Google. And you might think to yourself, like, dude, you earn so much. Like, why would you want? But that's the thing. It's going to be a creative process, and it's also going to be a process where people are really choosing themselves more often than not. What do I mean by that? Maybe the Google employee wants to DoorDash. Maybe they feel like they can't do a second job in a second company like Google. They are fatigued, right? So they're like, listen, I love to drive. I love to meet people. Let me DoorDash. Okay, so it's kind of like beyond money for some people at some point. I do see that a lot of people are going to have huge decisions to make regarding money and career in this month. And I really don't know why that's the case, but that's what I saw. But you know what? If you're tapped in spiritually and you really do have a clear head, have a good head on your shoulders, I feel like you'll be able to make a good decision. God's got you. Okay? Another thing I am seeing is, and this was quite strange because I know that 2025 is not really the year that a lot of people are getting jobs, but I did see an influx of jobs coming through. And I feel like because even companies are getting creative in like the titles they're putting in their companies, right? So maybe that's partly why, but I did see a growth with jobs. And I love that. Okay, finally, what I am seeing is that if there's any month that you should invest in yourself and budget as good as you can, because investing in yourself, it's hard to invest in yourself and still budget and still have, you know what I mean? If you're someone that's fortunate enough to find that balance, I would say do that. Because as much as I saw so much growth in money and so much jobs flooding in, I saw so much money going out this month for some strange reason. And I feel like I don't know all the reasons why, but I feel like one of the reasons is the investment in self, which is not a bad thing at all. It's just I think we got to do it wisely, right? So if you can mix in budgeting with that, that would be really nice because I saw a lot of money going on. And then finally, I'm going to say this. This is so it's so specific. But I did see a lot of people getting more non-remote jobs than remote jobs. Like I'm sure you can still get a remote job, but I saw like more people getting jobs outside. And I also like they have to go outside, that's what I mean. And I also saw that a lot of people are gonna get a lot of jobs in How do I explain this? I wanted to say in the fashion industry, but I don't know, maybe I'll say beauty, fashion, like very aesthetic, like aesthetics. It's so broad and so vast, but I think whoever understands the industry will get what I mean. A lot of people are gonna get jobs in that area, and I really, again, don't know why, but it's gonna be an influx in that space, whatever that looks like. I don't know what that would look like, but whatever that looks like, yeah. And use your angels again, guys. I always say use your angels because angels are being dispatched concerning careers and money in this month. So, if you've not been putting effort and you feel kind of weary concerning this part of your life, just try. Just try this month. I know it's it's hectic. It's hectic, girl, but try. All right, God bless you and I hope you enjoyed this word. I will be putting out more words. Please follow if you want to know what's going on in the spirit realm and the energies and how to move accordingly. Okay, bye bye.